Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And they'll go for it. Lance. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. It's over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. And the reception made by Green. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they can't bring him down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the scramble. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch safety green. Watch close. Hold. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, close. Watch the pass. There's one. Check.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half for Lance. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Murray now to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard fight.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and very short, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the run.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Lance now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Edmonds.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give to Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this is going to be intercepted. Budda Baker with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Edmonds. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run with Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One final try now for Lance. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And oh, it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for 2. They went for the win, and it cost them the game. is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Play action. Now it's Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a play fake. Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On play action, Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 32 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Jennings. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw again on second down, Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Lance looks to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Maurice Hurst, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side, and that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Second down, here's Mostert again. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a throw here to his running back. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Murray. Murray has the 1st down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Isabella now from his end zone.
Come on, fellas.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
A huge play there for Arizona.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Murray now on first down. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Being chased out left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown 49ers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Steps away to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
1st down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
They're throwing it on 1st down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a 1st down.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Again, they run with Edmonds. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Edmonds will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage. Gold to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Murray's got to have this one. Forced out to his left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
How many times have we seen this quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Edmonds, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Murray to throw. Rolling to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On the move to his left. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. After the touchdown, out moves Prater to kick. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.